This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons and how Jaden Daniels comes through again in the clutch.
And we go into the playoffs.
This is much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, John?
Yo, 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 yo. What's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode numero 625. That's the 600 and Benjamin St. Juice.
Well, I hate to break to you guys, after such a wonderful, wonderful game where we beat those Dirty Birds again.
Oh, man.
But Lattimore's out this weekend again. So
Is he?
Yeah. And the biggest question I think that came out of this game, other than Jaden Daniels being awesome.
We already kind of knew that, though, but still.
Yeah, but, I think you knew that Michael Davis was the worst player on the team. I don't know if anyone
that guy
knew who he was, but boy, he sucked. Oh man!
I'm gonna look at his stats right now.
Where was St. Juice that Michael Davis had to play? Was he that bad?
Oh, these stats don't show. These stats don't show how many times he was targeted. It just shows that he had six tackles.
I can tell you right here that he was targeted all the time. Because, you know why? Because he sucks.
Yeah, let's just see how many.
Michael Davis, he might cut. Get out of here.
The whole time I was like, could someone please just cover? Why can't I think of their receiver now? Because he was on the field all day. Drake London. I was like, can someone please just cover London and Bijan Robinson, please? Just double him and take your chances on everyone else, because that Drake London dude, it's not like he came down with a bunch of contested catches. He was wide open the whole game. The whole game. At the end, too. It's like...
Cal Pitts got a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so surprised to see what was going on with this team, with these guys that were playing, because Pitts has always been like someone that's good, but he's never like really shown it. But he showed it against us because... what a...
Dude, I knew Michael Penix Jr. was going to be good. Remember last year, his last game, I was like, man, this guy's good. We should look at him like he was tearing it up for Washington, even though he was injured, and he was still balling out. And you're like, yeah, but he's injured all the time, which is true.
He's injured. He's like seriously injured. He's like injured both of his knees. I think one of them twice.
But when he's not
he's also like 25. But Jaden Daniels just 24.
He just turned 24. But basically, when he's not injured, he's good, dude. I don't care what people say.
I was thinking the same thing. There were people that were actually saying, why don't we trade down and get Michael Penix Jr.?
They're not saying that anymore.
They're not saying that anymore, but people are saying we should do that and get like a tackle or something like that and go with him.
No,
so
we can get him this year.
Exactly.
Dude, no matter what happens the rest of the season.
Which is one game.
2 games. At least.
Oh, yeah. The regular season.
No, I'm just saying, no matter what happens, we've had a successful year. No one, except for me, called that we would be having 11 wins right now. I think I'm the only pundit that said that. In fact, I said that we would be, 16-0 right now? So I'm off by a few games.
We are the Commanders, 16-0.
I was a little off.
We are the Commanders.
But I was closer than the people that said we'd win 3 or 4 games.
Everybody, like nobody. Do you think Adam Peters thought, like beyond his wildest dreams, that we would be like an 11-win team, going to the playoffs with 1 game to spare in the season after that clusterbuckle of Ron Rivera?
1 game to spare, dude.
With 1 game to spare.
We need to win this game also for multiple reasons. There was some debate about this in the chat room this week, or not debate, but discussion. I would much rather see us play the Rams or the Buccaneers than the Eagles again in 2 weeks in Philly, personally. I think we have a better
chance. Anybody. Well, I'm not afraid of anybody. Let's go.
I'm not afraid of anyone, but I think we match up better. Like, especially if Jalen Hurts is back. We were lucky that we won that game, 5 turnovers, and then at Devontae Smith at the very end just dropped that wide open pass to him that all he had to do was catch and they could have run out the clock. I would go out and play LA on the turf in the 70-degree weather with Jaden Daniels at the helm, then going into the Philly stands with people throwing batteries. I'm not afraid. I'm just saying I would rather do it.
The pirate ship isn't that bad. I've actually been down there to see a Redskins Bucks game. It was one of my best friends in college is a Bucks fan, and his family has like really good season tickets down there.
Dude, I'm not afraid of that pirate ship.
That pirate ship is so small too. You think it's it's from like the bow to the stern. You think it's like the entire like end of the football field, from like one end of the end zone to the other, looking like straight down the field. No, it's like this teeny tiny looking guy that's like over here, and then there's like 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the rest of the end zone. That's like it's like building. They look like pirate shops and everything you would see in the Bahamas
Disney World,
like 200 years ago. It looks like kind of like Disney World.
That ship to me looks very Disney-esque. Like they got Disney people to build it, so I wouldn't be afraid of it.
But yeah, dude. I mean, I would love to play the Bucks. I would love to play the Bucks because we played them in the first game this year. Yeah. I would love to do a rematch against the Bucks.
Also,
although Mike Evans, every team has just got like these receivers that just.
Dude, we gotta have Lattimore though. We gotta have
Lattimore. Yeah.
Is he getting close or anything? Did you hear any news about him other than he didn't practice? Cause
I actually heard. What did Coach Quinn, DQ, said he's certainly very close. Which tells me that he's not close at all because coaches always lie about stuff like that.
Yeah, Bruce.
He's
Allen
very close.
Bruce Allen said that about our team once. It means you're close. We weren't close to anything except completely disintegrating, which we did as a team. They burned it down, man, and they built it back quick.
Yeah. So dude, this weekend. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, also by us keeping the 6th seed while this game is important, we would still have the possibility of a home playoff game, I believe, later down the line if we're in 6th. I heard that.
Does it matter who's in 7th?
I think since they don't do the reseeding, I think it just matters. Like a lower seed would have to beat a higher seed, if that makes sense. And then if we play that lower seed,
if we go into the 6, like the first seed has a bye, and so it's 2-7, 3-6, 4-5 for the matchups.
Okay, so if we went in as a 6, who would we play the next week? The lower? I don't know how that works. I just know there's a possibility. There's a possibility we could have a home playoff game, is what I heard one of the pundits say. I didn't look into the reason.
Dude, I just this season has already been just a phenomenal season, especially after all the crap we've gone through for so many years. Can you imagine if we had a home playoff game? Although I'm telling you, although going to LA and playing in that small city known as the SoFi Dome or whatever it is,
yeah, that place is. Cool.
It's like a city. It's like a city is under there.
It looks sick.
They don't even have air conditioning because it's open. Air just flows through it.
You don't need freaking air conditioning in LA. Isn't it like 71 degrees and sunny every day of the year?
Yeah, you need air conditioning every day in LA. Absolutely.
It's 71
it's hot, dude.
All the time.
It's hot. Do you mean 71 or 91? Because yes, it's both.
Well, when I was there in the summer, it was like cool and breezy. So
maybe you got some El Nino or some
maybe. I don't know. I was just there like, man, this is pretty nice. I wish
I went
we
to
had
Seattle
this weather. Now I know why it's so expensive here.
I went to Seattle for 4 days and it was 90 degrees the whole time. Sunny,
In Seattle?
No clouds, whatever. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying about LA. I'm like, LA's hot.
It's going to be hot when we roll in there and kick some behind, is what it's going to be.
In that SoFi City.
All right, let's talk a little bit about number 5, because this dude,
man,
it's like he kicked it up a notch in the fourth quarter and overtime. He was just like, oh no, we're winning. I'm running this ball and we're winning this game. I was a little concerned on the second to last play where he got bounced around like a pinball trying his hardest to get in there.
Yeah.
And then did you see Marcus Mariota come over and be like, dude, get your air. No, go win us the game. And he just stands there and throws a freaking
dart,
200-mile-an-hour pass with his skinny arms to Zach Ertz, who caught not one but 2 balls. Like, the first ball he caught earlier was off of his knee, and then this one, like, I don't know how he got his hand under it, but he did.
He caught it with his third arm.
He caught the first one with his third arm. And then Mike Tirico was like, Julie Ertz would be proud of this catch, is what he said.
Tirico Suave.
Catching it with his leg. Tirico Suave.
For those of you guys who don't know, his wife is a women's international soccer player that plays for the United States and has won like medals and World Cups and stuff.
She did. She's retired now.
Kind of like we had been complaining about Zach Ertz earlier this season, and that dude has stepped up so much in the last few weeks. And I mean, last game it's almost like he's gotten better the last few weeks, because it's just like it's almost like he came back for this one last run. He's like, oh man, we're actually going to the playoffs. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Okay, I'm going to I don't know, try harder or something. I mean, he's just been stepping up so much more in the last.
He's been running 10-yard routes instead of 9-yard routes. He kicked it up a notch.
I know, because I mean, it was a known fact that he was someone. If you need 3rd and 7, he's going to get you 6. But now he's getting you 3rd and 8 when you need 6.
Yep. Bryce Versa did the math and said the Packers would have to reach the NFC Championship for us to have a home game. Okay.
That's not impossible.
Nothing's impossible once you're in the playoffs, dude. Remember when the Giants sucked, barely made it in, and won the Super Bowl like 10 years ago or whenever that was?
Twice over the Patriots. Eli Manning has got like I'm always going to say Tom Brady is like the best quarterback really of all time when it comes down to it, because he has 7 rings just on his hands. But
it's got to be heavy to lift that one hand, dude.
Hold on.
Does he split them up like 3 and 4 so he can lift his hands, or does he have one hand where he's like, oh?
He steps in the weight where he's like, ugh. I put only 3 on my right arm because my right arm's stronger.
Oh my gosh.
But I can't even remember what I was going to with that.
You were talking about Eli Manning coming in with a crappy team and winning the Super Bowl twice.
I mean, Tom Brady is like the goat of just about all goats, except for Eli Manning. There's a commercial, it's probably still on, with the NFL Shop where they have like these 2 people wearing like Giants. No, what is it? Oh, there was like 3 young people and they're wearing Patriot stuff, and then like this old couple wearing Giant stuff walks by and they look at him and they laugh because no one else was able to beat this guy except for Eli Manning twice in the Super Bowl. That's his ticket. That's how he's going to get into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, anyway, the point is once we get in there, you have a chance, no matter what. Especially if you have a dude like Jaden Daniels. He just was like, we're winning the game. And did you see any angles of the camera after he threw the pass to Zach Ertz? He was literally just standing there like, he's just always
he's so
chill.
Even keel. He's so even keel. Just like, all right.
He might be a robot or an alien, dude.
Well, I'm wondering on Monday morning when he woke up at like how hard it was to get out of bed because he took a couple of shots in this game. He took that early one from that kind of a jerk linebacker that they had that was like trying to kind of doing dirty plays on people a little
Where he
bit.
almost broke his leg.
Yeah, he just held on and like twisted a little bit and.
Yeah, on that hit though, I kind of feel like that guy saw his leg caught up and kind of held up a little bit once he saw what was going on. He didn't crush down on it. I think he was kind of like, ooh.
I think he crushed down on it, but then he was like, ooh.
Yeah. Could have been way bad. But the other one at the end, but then dude, I saw him get mad in the interview. This is like the most animated I've seen Jaden Daniels, and it wasn't even that much. The guy was like, you took some hard hits. Something like, you took some hard hits. How are you feeling? He's like, I took some hits. I didn't take hard hits. He was like, I'm perfectly fine. He was like mad. He was like, they weren't hard hits.
Was it just like J.P. Finley? He was like giving attitude to him, or was it Grant Paulson asking him the questions?
I don't know who it was. I wish I had it handy to play on here, but he was like, I took some hits. I didn't take hard hits. He was like mad at that.
Dude, he's the only person that thinks his hard hits were just regular hits. And you and I and a lot of people listening to this, all dozens of you, have seen pictures of him from college where he took some hard hits. Yeah. And a couple of these were kind of reminding me of that. I'm like,
he said that last one he got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
It had nothing to do with his ribs, because I was like, ooh, he got hit kind of where those ribs were. And he was like, nope, nothing to do with the ribs.
Well, that probably means it's something to do with the ribs.
Dude, I read some article like describing how he runs the ball, like so fluid, like silk, and then he sachets out of bounds when he knows his journey on the run has come to an end. Because he does. He'll run up, and then the guy doesn't know what to try to do, like to juke, if he's gonna juke or like to go for a tackle. He'll run like up. This other guy's coming. The guy will stop because he doesn't know what to do, and then Jaden Daniels will be like, turn it up to a faster speed, one more step, and then just jump out of bounds before the guy can even figure out where he's supposed to hit him. He's just like, and it is like a sachet. He's like, like jumps out of bounds. It's crazy, dude. This guy's.
It's true. It's true.
Insane. It's insane how good this guy is. I'm sorry. And if we can get in the we are in the playoffs.
We are in the playoffs, my friend.
We got a chance. Now we need our freaking offensive line. Like, who's going to play? I've heard Biotish is already out. That's not good.
Yeah, Lattimore's out. Get the actual. What else does it say? Lattimore's out. Tyler Owens, Jordan McGee's out.
Wait, I think I heard that Tyler Owens is. Wait, is he the long snapper? What's that guy's name?
No, that's Ott.
He's going to be back. He was out for a funeral or something.
Yeah.
Not his own, obviously. So he'll be back. But that means we're going to have Dieter in there, dude. He played okay. He played okay in this game. The other game that he played last week, was it the week before where he hit himself in the butt? On the snap.
That's why Allegretti was just like, shut up, I'm calling the plays as if I'm the center. You just snap the ball, son. that's what happened. If you saw it, if you're watching the game, you probably saw Allegretti like picking up and like looking for stuff and pointing at people. They kind of does that anyway, but he like stepped it up as well as he could for not being the center.
Well, you couldn't have Dieter calling it. He hits himself in the butt.
I wonder if he'd be like E. Playing football. E is a friend of ours from back in the day.
E, whenever he would play football out in the street with us or on the playground or wherever we were playing
in the court.
Man, we took some hard hits. Like, thinking back, we just played straight up tackle football, no pads or anything. We would just go out and play. I'm surprised like more of us didn't get injured or like destroyed. But
I remember in college people would do that, and they would like tear their ACLs and stuff, like doing like just a game out in the quad kind of thing, you know.
College is a little different. You're a little but we were like in middle school.
Yeah, like 12, 13, 14 in that area.
But oh my gosh, whenever he would get the ball and people would be like chasing him to tackle him, he would freak out. He would just be like, ah, ah. And if you were about to hit him and he was like near the sideline, he would literally just like throw the ball out of bounds so you wouldn't tackle him. Or he would like throw it down towards the sideline and fumble on purpose so you wouldn't hit him.
And he was not like a small kid, like
he was big
guy like me. He was a big dude. I don't know why he was like tackle adverse. Hot.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Hot.
Anyway, what were we discussing? Football or Redskins?
We were talking about the people who are not going to be playing this weekend. It looks like Eckler might be coming back.
Oh, that is good news because
that would be I mean Brian Robinson is he needs a complimentary back, and him and Eckler getting knocked out in the last play of that game a few weeks ago really took us back on the running game, I think.
I will say this, yeah, it did. Brian Robinson, though, he still had 13 carries for 60. That's 4.6 per carry. That's not horrible. That's not bad. It just seemed like we couldn't run the last few weeks.
Dude, one of the biggest things about this game was halftime adjustments, because they were running all over us in the first half with what's his face? That
Bijan Robinson, B-Rob.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson, who is awesome. That dude's just destroying us over and over again. But we like figured stuff out and held them like to very little in the second half. Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but
probably 88 of that were in the first half.
Dude, him, Drake London, and to a lesser extent, Kyle Pitts destroyed us.
And Kyle Pitts just got I don't know. I still think Kyle Pitts, he looks like he could be awesome, but I don't know, maybe he'll do better now that Michael Penix is the man.
This game, dude, it was I thought we had lost it. Remember how confident I was against the Eagles? In this game, in the first quarter, I was like, we're done. We are done.
So many people were Debbie Downer, and right there in the first quarter, there was like, we're down like 14-0 and all that. It was so funny from you because of like you said, the week from last week, where you were the only person who was like, we're winning this game. We're winning this game.
I just have a better feel for divisional games. I don't know how to explain it. This game, I was like, oh my gosh, no, we're not winning it. We came out so flat. And they were like, they were balling. Although we started strong, right? Didn't we score first? Didn't we march? No, we got an interception. Remember, who was it that picked it off? Was it Quan Martin? We got a pick, and then we scored on the pick, on the short field.
On the short field, yeah, not on the pick itself, but on the short field, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and then they tied it up, and then we started sucking, and the defense couldn't stop anyone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please, just stop them. But dude,
did you see Jonathan Allen in the game at all?
No, but apparently he played.
But yeah, I didn't see him in there at all either.
They said that part of the adjustments, if I heard this correctly, in the second half, was that they put 3 defensive tackles in.
Oh, yeah. A little bit more beef.
Yeah, and I don't know. Let's see. Did he show up on the stat sheet? Because I don't really remember seeing him, but...
A little bit more beef.
Let's see. Defense. Deron Payne had 2 tackles. Jonathan Allen had 1 tackle. So he was obviously in there. DJ Cool 4 is in the gym. What's up, yo?
In the gym.
He's like pumping iron.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up.
I'm listening to Harry Hog while I'm pumping iron.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to kick Dallas's butt tomorrow.
Pump the jam, pump it up.
No, I'm not constipated. What's up, DJ Cool Fool? So anyway, what was I gonna say? Something else, dude. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Jeremy McNichols on that like 4th and 5 where he got bottled up 3 yards and he was just like and like dove and got over the line.
Man, boy, he made that happen.
Oh my gosh.
He did that. Chris Rodriguez had a couple of really good plays. I think he had a touchdown in this game.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Man, we needed that kind of running game from these guys.
I mean, we pretty much need that stuff from everybody to win. When they get a chance, they got to do what Jeremy McNichols did.
Dude, I'm very, very excited for this weekend against Dallas and for the next weekend, whoever we get to play. But next year, we need another running back. We need another running back.
Dude, there's a couple of good ones. Did you see that guy from Arizona State? What was his name? Like
that
Scatabo?
Scatabo. That's Scatabo, man. And I mean, and his name and he doesn't have a neck, but he's not a linebacker. He's like a running back, kind of wide receiver hybrid dude. That dude almost won that game for them. Man,
he was insane. Yeah, CJack17 just put it up. That guy was crazy. I don't know what year he is or anything, if he's going to be in the draft. And then that other dude from Boise State is good too. Like
I did not watch that game though.
Genty, I think his name is.
Huh.
But that Scatabo dude, he definitely impressed me in that Arizona State game where they got ripped off at the end.
Man, they came back and almost came back to win it, but
well, then I remember there was like a penalty on Texas, or there should have been, and they didn't call it, and everyone, the targeting thing. Dude got freaking house in the head, and they didn't call anything like to give Arizona State a first down. And everyone's like, what? Well, I was like, dude, if there was targeting, I think I texted you about it. I was like, that's targeting.
You did. Yeah, you did.
They're like, nope. Hey, here's Guy Shearer. Met us. Oh, hey, dude. He met us at the Panthers tailgate. I remember that over at Tailgate Ted's. Welcome to the podcast, dude. Make sure you join in Discord if you haven't joined our Discord. tinyurl.com/HarryHF. Yeah, we were chatting before that Panthers demolition, which was fun.
Yeah, it was. We knew we were just gonna boat race those guys. Thing is, we thought that so many times over the last 20 years, and we end up not boat racing and usually losing, and sometimes losing really badly. But this is one of the games where that game against the Panthers, we knew we were going to win. There were so many alumni there for that game, for Darryl Green's,
jersey retirement.
The whole jersey retirement, his number retiring, and everything like that. I bet it'll be John, I think it'll be John Riggins next year. I hope so.
I haven't heard anything from John Riggins, even since the new ownership took over. Like, he was all against the name. Remember, like, I hate this name. I'm not cheering for this team with this name, and then I haven't really heard anything else. They got to get him back into the fold.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they had like RG3 as like alumni of the week during a game earlier this year. And by the way, Jane Daniels beat the rookie record for rushing that used to be owned by Robert Griffin III.
Yeah. And then Robert Griffin III had some weird, like, cryptic post. Not even cryptic. Post like, we shouldn't be hating on these young fellas breaking records and stuff like that.
He says stuff like that, and you read between the lines. So you guys shouldn't be hating on me. It's basically what he's trying to say. You're just like, okay, we get it, dude. We get it. Eat that humongous baguette or whatever it was.
I mean, I really was excited about RG3 for that 1 year when he played until he got injured and then just kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But ever since then, as a Redskins fan, I just kind of got tired of his, like, whatever crap was going on between him and the Shanahans and all that just kind of tarnished my view of him to the point where I think he thinks Redskins fans like him more than Redskins fans actually like him.
I think there's a big debate about him right now because remember, he was basically in like Dan Snyder's pocket. So if ever he wanted to do something, he'd just go to him. Like Clinton Portis is not saying anything bad about Clinton Portis, but like the University of Miami guys, they go to the Sweet War and stuff like that to watch games. And, he was like that as well. And it was very much the Shanahans against little man Snyder at that point. And remember, like he did that, and he was trying to do, I'm all in the next year to start at the year, and just all that stuff.
All in. Oh man, that was a great game though. We were at, and you told me before the podcast you were watching it on YouTube.
I watched the
2012 de facto NFC East championship game.
It was revenge for 1979, where we got knocked out of the playoffs by Dallas on the last game, and they went on, and they went to the playoffs and we went home. And this time we went to the playoffs and we kept them home. And man, you're listening to that game. I'm watching it, like looking for us in the crowds because we were way up at the top.
You're not going to see us. I don't even think they had lights. I think our area was so high up it was dark. They didn't even bother putting lighting up there.
It is dark up there, man. Or at least it was. But Chris Collins was just like, oh, I feel so bad for Romo. Just shut up, dude. Golly.
Romo. So CJack17 said that RG3 was referring to Eric Dickerson, saying that he didn't want Saquon to get the rushing record. Well, honestly, I looked at that, and Eric Dickerson did that with one less game, all right? So there's that. And then people are like, yeah, but you should look at the number of carries. Well, you can't even do that because the number of carries spread out over 17 games. You get a week of rest. You get a week more of rest. So you got to factor that in too. So apparently he's not playing this weekend, so it's a moot point.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Anyway.
I fully expect someone like Eric Dickerson to be like, I don't want no one breaking my record.
I don't want, especially with 17 games. But yeah, apparently Saquon has had, I guess, fewer carries. But still, more carries over a condensed time. I think it kind of balances out, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
All right, back to our team, though. Who else do we want to talk about in this game? Oh, what about, dude, how did you feel when you saw that kick at the end of regulation from Atlanta?
Well, I think you said that you thought it was in.
I thought it was in. I was like,
I saw, because I mean, it was right between the uprights, but you're watching it, you're just like, that's going to be short. Like right before it was short, you were just like, oh no, I think it's going to be short. It's short.
Yeah, that's exactly it. There was a split second at the very end where I was like, no, it's not good. But the whole rest of the time when I saw the trajectory, I was just like, ah.
Hey, DJ Cool 4 down in the chat said the case that O.J. Simpson is the guy who should have the record because he played with 14 games.
Okay, then O.J. Simpson has the record in my mind. If he did it in 14, I mean, or you just have an asterisk or something that says this guy holds the record for a 14-game season, this guy holds the record for a 16, this guy holds the record for 17. And
they won't do that, though. It's the same thing in baseball with 150-something games and 162 games, and,
Yeah.
They're always going to be adjusting things like that to maximize the profits for the billionaire owners.
When you unalive people, you lose records? What is that? What is that? Firefly's like, are we talking about OJ? I remember during the OJ White Bronco affair, I was at Kathleen Boyle's house.
Oh, man.
Were you there? Were you there? That was in high school.
I don't think so.
I think we were there for like a party or something. And she had it on like O.J. Simpson is trying to escape in a Bronco or something like that. Anyway, enough about O.J. Simpson.
And then it ended when we were in college because I remember when they read the verdict in college, like 3 years later or whatever it was.
I don't even want to talk about him. I want to talk about
why are we talking about O.J.?
I want to talk about that. Would have if freaking OZ would have caught that pass, there shouldn't even have been overtime.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he balled out. Didn't he have 2 touchdowns?
I think he did in this game. He was. It seemed like he was the guy who was going to get the.
He had 8 catches.
Where are my stats?
85 and 1 touchdown. Zach Ertz, 6 catches, 72 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then our dog Terry McLaurin had 1 catch. It's like when they double Terry, Jaden Daniels is like, all right, we'll throw it to these dudes that no one's even ever heard of.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened in the first half with OZ catching everything. Everything was going towards him because you guys are going to keep being on I can't talk. You guys are going to like double team Terry McLaurin and do all the stuff. Okay, we're going to start going to our other guys, like you said, that you've never heard of. And this is just really good towards the future because we're going to get someone that's going to be better at the second receiver going forward.
Yeah, we got it. T. Higgins, let's go.
T. Higgins, let's go.
T. Higgins, let's do it.
That guy's going to make a lot of money this offseason.
Dude, I heard Kurt, I can't even speak. Cliff Kingsbury talking at a press conference this year, and he said at the beginning of the year he came up and started calling Zacchaeus Oz because he's like, that's what
Oz instead of OZ.
And they were like, it's OZ, and he was like, yeah, that was like the whitest thing I could have said. What's up, Oz? It's OZ. Well, it says Oz right on his shirt. It's OZ.
Oh, sorry, dude. We already talked about Zach Ertz, and I already apologized for me because I was just like, man, earlier in the season, like a lot of people, I was just like, dude, I understand being a veteran and coming in here and needing veteran leadership, but dude just looks like he's past his, like way past his prime. And the last few weeks, he has not really looked that way.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is because
apologize though. You just gave him accolades. You didn't say Zach Ertz, I'm very sorry for what I said.
Well, that's because on 3rd and 7 he kept going for 6 yards.
So you're not apologizing.
over. Yeah, actually, I didn't apologize. I just gave him kudos for last week.
For this week. Is it me, or did it look like Daniels threw the ball too hard a few times? I'm trying to think. Like, not enough touch or just too fast? Because that one in the end with Zach Ertz, he had to throw hard. And
there are a couple he threw like that, and it seemed like exactly like you just said, that it looked like he had to do that. Because, I mean, he's throwing through really, really narrow windows, man. Like teeny tiny little windows that a lot of times, especially as Redskins /Commanders /Washington football team fans, how many times have we seen quarterback fill in the blank? How many times do we see these guys, quarterback fill in the blank, throw a pick or a bad pass on those things? And the answer is almost all the time.
Yeah, almost all the time. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to think about the passes that you're talking about, like, but he was pretty freaking accurate, wasn't he? Like I mean, he had the one bad interception, and that they did a good job of explaining what happened on that, where that guy looked like he was coming in and like rolled back out.
Yeah.
But they adjusted in the second half.
Firefly says he'd like the Bucks. Yeah, dude, I want the Bucks as well. It's payback time in the playoffs against the Bucks, and we've faced the Bucks so many times over the last 20-something years, over and over. Mike Allstott did not score on that play. Aaron, you know that one.
Are you talking about the Larry Sellers one where he fumbled at the goal line? No, that was against Cincinnati.
That was against Cincinnati. There was Mike Allstott trying to get it in on a play, like on the last play of the game, and they said that he broke the plane, but I don't think he did.
Dude, he did not break the plane. He did not.
My friend, that has really good seats down at Raymond James, he said the same thing, that he did not break the plane.
Yeah. Also, Sean the sixth. What was he? Sean the sixth left us for the Bucks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What the heck? Everyone we make a number, Leaves, except for Kenny Ken the 7th. Will the 5th, gone. Sean the 6th, gone. It's kind of like the curse for the Madden curse for Harry Hog football. If we make you a number, you're gone.
I thought you were going to say it's kind of like the drummers in Spinal Tap to keep dying.
Wait, I thought they just combust, right? Spontaneously combust. So if we make you an 8th, you better think long and hard before you accept the title. Because you might end up being on your own thing.
All right, well, dude, we would be remiss if we did not mention the 2025 Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, dude. We had like a bunch of dudes that had some sort of Pro Bowl connection this year.
We had a lot of guys that were first and second alternates.
And remember, it's not the Pro Bowl game. It's the Pro Bowl games now because they play like flag football and all those other.
Right.
All those other little like NFL play type games that they set up outside of stadiums. Anyway, go ahead. Talk.
Well, Jane Daniels is going to it as a starter in his rookie year, which has only happened, I think I read 4 times since 1970. 4 times in the last 50 plus years has a rookie quarterback been a starter.
He's not the starter.
He's one of the starters.
He's a first team, but he's not the top dude. He did get the most votes, though, fan votes, but I guess other pundits wouldn't allow him to have that. So I'm trying to find the list. Commanders Pro Bowl.
It'll be him. Well, he and Scary Terry are playing in this game. Well, I would say
their first team is what you're saying.
Their first team. But, I mean, since we're going to the Super Bowl, they're probably going to not be able to play in this game. And so I guess the backups would go in.
But they're not – all of our, like, 10 or 11 – dude, I was looking for this in Firefly. Look at this. I already put it up.
Look at that. Whoop.
It doesn't even fit on the screen. His text is so long. Oh, these are alternates. So, Bobby, here are the alternates. So, Jaden, like you said, Jaden Daniels and Scary Terry made the Pro Bowl, which I think you may have just said this and I wasn't paying attention. That's the first time that a quarterback and receiver pair from our team has made the Pro Bowl together since when?
That's not what I said. So
okay, well, I'm saying it then. 1991, and I think it was Gary Clark and Mark Rippon.
I would imagine Mark Rippon, yeah.
Okay, so here is the first alternates. Bobby Wagner, Tyler Ott, Nick Bollore, Tyler Biotis, which I think he should be because, dude, we need him. I'm a little afraid of our offensive line going into this game. But anyway, Frankie Louvu got second alternate. No way, dude.
How crappy. But it's a stacked position, though. Outside linebacker / edge.
Yeah. Dante Fowler Jr., though, is like third alternate, and dude is in the top however many for sacks.
Yeah, he's got 10.5 now.
I don't know. Firefly can look that up.
Yeah, it's yeah. And see, Jack, you're right. It's the same way. I don't really care about Pro Bowl games except for our guys not being in it since we're going to the Super Bowl. It's all about the excuse me. It's all about the All Pros. That's where the real Hall of Famers are made.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the Pro Bowl thing, we had like 11 dudes or something total get some kind of thing. How many did we have last year? None? Maybe Tress Way? Maybe Jeremy Reed? Like, no, he was 2 years ago. Like, I don't remember how many we had last year, but I think it was like 0.
We only won 4 games. And yeah. Remember they were doing that? We won 4 games. Everyone said that Scary Terry was like 99th out of 100 players, top 100 players in the NFL, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All that crap.
Fowler has 10.5 sacks, and he's third on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had like 23 years of just mediocrity or worse, so we gotta build back up a little bit.
Oh yeah, look at this.
And the fact that Jaden Daniels has had these great games, these great comebacks on national television a few times this season is definitely going to help with that.
Look at this. Selected. Hold on, let me can't. Here we go. Let me get that out of there. Selected.
Oh, you're still back there.
Oh, I'm still back there. But now you can see it. Selected. There they all are. There's the list. If I'm not lazy and make Firefly do it, I can pull it up here. So there you guys can look at them. Wagner, Ott, Bellore, Biotis, Luvu, Tresway, Eckler, Fowler Jr., Reeves, Chin, and John's dog, Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz, 5th alternate.
So, oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you guys are talking about bonuses because apparently on that touchdown pass for Zach Ertz, he got like $250,000 bonus or another $250,000 bonus for making so many. I think he got over $500,000 just for making that catch.
Because of yards and touchdowns. And like C-Jack is asking if Fowler needs a half a sack to get a $1.5 million bonus. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, there is something like that. There's a lot of things that are coming up in this last game where people are trying to make that money.
Yeah, I don't know. But all indications, according to all the coaches and everyone else, is we're going for the 6th seed. And the Cowboys just came off of getting whooped by the Eagles by that was a blowout, right?
I think the Eagles are pretty mad after they lost to us. Ha ha!
Ha ha! It doesn't get any bigger when I click on this. Dante Fowler just needs 5.5 sacks to get $1.5 million, according to some dude on Twitter.
On Twitter.
According to some dude.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens this weekend. Are we going to play everybody? Is anybody going to rest? Is anyone going to rest in the second half?
Dude, if we go up by 21 points like we did in the Panthers game, then I feel like we're going to start resting dudes.
I think we absolutely should because there are so many people that have already quit on that Dallas team. And we know what that's like when you're watching your team and you see those guys and they're just not trying. And you're just like, you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're not even trying. And and this year they've got some of those guys, and we could really whoop up in this game, perhaps.
Well, I see that they might quit if we get a big lead. If it's close, they're not going to. They're going to be like, we're winning this thing. So, because how many times have we been that spoiler team against Dallas at the end of the year? That's what I'm a little afraid about, man. Anyway, we should give our games and kicks.
I guess we should. Yeah. All right,
here we go.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
As usual, this week's Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by our friends at Ridipoo. Ridipoo, for all the doo-doo that you do.
Doo-doo.
There's Ridipoo available at Taylor's Do It and other fine hardware stores, now septic safe.
That you do.
And
dude. Would you like to go first?
Hey, you can go first. You can
I think everybody wants to cut this guy. St. Juice, move over. Move your butt over, because Michael Davis is one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. And we've had people like Daryl Pounds on this team. That guy is bad, man. I mean, did they think he was going to be better than St. Juice? Because he wasn't. God!
Davis was horrible, dude. He was nowhere. He was like on the opposite side of the field as Drake London when he was supposed to be covering him. He was bad. But we need Lattimore back. These injuries are starting to annoy me. He's starting to seem like a bust. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can't get them all right, Peters.
The thing with Lattimore is that he's just hurt all the time, and that's something that we already knew. So we'll see.
He was good for one game.
Yeah, I mean, he could come in the playoffs, and he could come back for that.
I'm glad you said Benjamin St. Juiced. No, he said he'd move over Benjamin St. Juste because Charles Davis is worse.
Charles Davis. Michael, dude. Michael.
Sorry, Michael Davis. All right, I'm going to give my Kicking the Balls award to, I've already mentioned it earlier, Olamide Zaccheaus for not coming down with that catch, which would have pretty much ended the game in regulation. But don't you worry, I'll get him back on the other side. All right.
Because he did go 8 for 85.
And a touchdown. Yeah.
And he had 9 targets, so he had missed one ball, and it was that ball.
You know, giving the same guy a kick in the balls and a game ball award is kind of like when you get the ball at the end of the half and you score, and then you come back around and get the ball at the beginning of the second half. Just feels good because he redeemed. Well, he earlier redeemed himself.
Yeah,
he might have redeemed himself. Did he have any catches on the overtime drive? It was mostly Jaden Daniels just running
it over and over again.
But he had a few good passes on that. Anyway, okay, you guys throw up your Kicking the Balls awards right quick.
Anybody gonna have anyone other than Michael Davis?
We got Bryce Versa, DJ Cool 4 in there. We got Guy Shearer, who we hung out with at the Panthers game.
Yeah, man.
Firefly's stepping up. My kick goes to Terry McLaurin. He did get owned, but I mean,
yeah, but they have like a good.
He had a bad game.
Like one of their guy that was, who was the guy that was covering him? It was AJ Terrell, and that guy is really good.
Yeah, he's good.
So, and you know, he was covering him. They were double teaming him a lot.
They battled.
AJ Terrell is a good player, though. I don't have anything bad to say about the guy.
I have to agree with Firefly, though. Terrell won that battle.
He did win that battle.
All right, no one else is throwing one up. Okay, that's fine. So
it's because everybody wants to give it to Michael Davis.
Well, DJ Cool 4 is pumping iron, so he probably can't tight. And Josh called in and said his Kicking the Balls award is going to go to Jaden Daniels. All right, here we go. Remember when we used to give the Kicking the Balls awards for Josh when he missed the podcast?
And Josh gives his Kicking the Balls award to Jaden Daniels because he didn't run it enough in overtime.
Because he didn't make it in on that second goal from like the 10.
and I was disappointed in that.
I expect more from him, dude. I expect more. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on into the game balls and then round this thing out so people can get on with their weekend and get pre-gaming for tomorrow.
Heck yeah. 1 o'clock.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Dude, how many years ago did I make that Game Ball Award soundbite? Because I sound so much younger then.
Oh, yeah, true.
I sound like
we're getting old, man.
Dude, we're going. Do you realize that next season will be our 20th anniversary season for Harry Hawk football? 20 freaking years.
Redskins podcast, man. 20 years.
We're gonna have to make a logo. 20th anniversary season.
Man, we've been through a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah, like our little logo up there that was made in like 2005, like when computer graphics were like a new thing. It was like, dude, this thing looks so awesome. Our little Harry Hog head that now you could just get AI to make probably one that's way cooler in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, really.
I think we paid Rod Ross, that dude that I worked with, like $50 to make that logo for us. Anyway.
Game balls.
Well, I'll go first since you already know who mine is. Mm-hmm. Olamide Zaccheaus for stepping up big when Terry McLaurin was shut down. I think he had 8 catches and a touchdown. So I could have gone 2 other people with this, so hopefully you pick up one of them.
Well, one of them is Zach Ertz.
Yeah, that was my other one. And then the obvious.
Dude, he had 2 touchdowns on like two I mean, a couple of those throws are really, really fine windows, and I mean, he caught it.
Blistering.
He caught that one pass, very interesting.
On his third leg.
On his third leg. So, I mean, I think it's got to go to Zach Ertz.
That's a good one.
Dude.
I love you guys, man.
All right, well then I'm gonna give my game. Wait, I already gave it. We're gonna give a collective game ball then to Jaden Daniels because oh my, oh my.
He won that rookie award again this week, by the way. The Jaden Daniels rookie award this week.
Yeah, let's talk about that. He's won it 11 weeks out of 16.
It's more than anybody else ever.
Oh my.
Yeah, so he took the record away from not only RG3 this week, but also Ben Roethlisberger as the most Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week awards. And also,
I think he did that last week.
I thought he tied.
I
thought he tied last week with Ben Roethlisberger, and this week he went ahead of him. But maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. But Christmas break was weird. I ate so many chocolate chip cookies. It's probably messed with my brain.
It also doesn't matter because he's got the record now. He also set some record for like the first rookie quarterback with 3 straight games with, I don't know, tons of yards rushing, tons of interceptions. Tons of touchdowns and tons of passing yards. There you go. Summed it up for you.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Anyone out in the chat rooms want to throw out a game ball? Here's Firefly. Chris Rodriguez stepped up and helped in the running game. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had a couple of strong runs and critical points. It seemed like everyone, all these, I'll say, supporting cast players seemed to come up with big plays in key moments.
They did. Yeah. I mean, you could tell these guys were giving it their all, especially in overtime. Just linemen, and like half our line was already out. So just everyone was giving they were giving 110%, Aaron. 110%.
Yeah, well, they're going to need to do that tomorrow because we have tons of injuries. It's going to be an interesting balance, right? Like we talked about. Because you don't want your dudes injured going into the playoffs, but you also want the momentum of a win going in. And then you also want to beat your division rival, Dallas Cowboys.
In Dallas, in Arlington.
In Dallas. And you also want to keep the 6th thing. So hopefully we go in there. We get like 3 touchdowns to start the game. Rest our dudes. Dallas is giving up. And then we just hand the ball off for 2 quarters and it's super boring. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, also we don't want them to sweep us. Also, we want a winning record in the division, dude. Don't we only have 3 wins in the division right now? We want it to be 4-2. We got beat by Dallas. We got beat by the Eagles. So if we lose this one, then it'll be 3-3 in the division.
Yeah, because somehow we swept the Giants this year and cost Daniel Jones' job. Finally.
I don't even know who their quarterback is right now.
Do you know who's Dallas's quarterback is going to be this weekend?
It might be Kenny Kinn's dog, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, man.
Or it could be another dude. There's some other guy they got too. Like I don't think anyone knows who it's going to be. They have Cooper Rush, but then another dude. So I don't know. Because they don't want Cooper Rush. I read a little bit about this. If Cooper Rush does some percentage of snaps, he gets like a huge bonus.
Oh, so they don't want him to get his bonus? Oh,
I don't know. But then I read something else that said even if he took 100% of them, he still wouldn't get the bonus. So I don't know. He's close to it though. Lance is meant to be getting reps. Well, then Kenny Kinn's going to have his popcorn ready because he loves Trey Lance. He loves him some Trey Lance. Anyway, I think we should round this out. What do you say?
I think it's about that time. Hopefully, this Darryl Green jersey will give the team some power tomorrow. without Lattimore. Art Monk will help them get like 4 catching touchdowns tomorrow. Jane Daniels won't even have to run hardly.
I hope not.
Hopefully.
I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat rooms on this special New Year's, after New Year's Saturday edition of Harry Hard Football. That is
2025.
Bryce Versa, CJack17, DJ Cool 4, Guy Shearer, Andrew, Firefly. Who else? Who am I missing?
This is a sweet jersey. I love this one. It's one of my favorites ever.
I feel like there was someone else. Bryce Versa, did I say him? And Die Easy Skins fan jumping in here at the end.
And everyone.
And everybody. If you haven't joined the Discord room yet, you're going to want to do that. tinyurl.com/HarryHF. Talk to other Redskins fans.
That's HARRYHF.
And I'm not even lying when I say, like, if you want any team news, it's in there before you can get it anywhere else. I don't know how people do it.
That's true.
Oh, dude, I'd be remiss if I didn't play this sound effect. Get ready for the game tomorrow. You know this sound effect. Oh, let me find it. Get ready for the game tomorrow, Dallas. We want Dallas, y'all.
We want Dallas. We want Dallas to get out of the way because we're going to the playoffs and they're not.
Hail to the Redskins. And as always, if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do.
Joke 'em. I haven't ended the podcast yet.